Channel. Welcome back to Cryptocurrency Theory, guys, where we're looking at prices today on the channel. Obviously, guys, we've seen price increase. All right. Fill that coffee cup up because we got a lot of stuff to talk about, guys. All right. Good evening, good morning, wherever you're at in the world, guys. Welcome to Cryptocurrency Theory. Do you guys remember when I was doing that slogan towards the start of the show? We have a lot of stuff happening, guys, in crypto world today. All right, we have a lot of stuff happening. The reason, guys, we have so much stuff happening is because of how much money is coming into the crypto system. I mean, if you look at what is going on here, these are seismic gains, guys. I just want you to be aware that these are not just, we crossed 2 trillion last night on the market cap up here. So we're at 2.05 trillion now, guys. So big numbers. Big numbers, guys, if you're watching the channel. We're taking a look at Verge today, guys. I don't know if you guys are, as amped about this coin being up as I am. This was if you guys remember the partnership with Pornhub. If you guys remember the partnership Verge had with Pornhub.com, that was this coin. This is a former coin, formerly known as Dogecoin Dark, and it's also a fork of Dogecoin. Obviously, it's a coin that's had some issues. It's had 51% attacks on it, that kind of thing. I had to. You can learn about some of this stuff, guys, but the main part of it is, guys, is we're seeing this coin go up, all right, and we're talking. Look at this. Look how it performed against Bitcoin. Look how it's now performing against dollars. And we want to see what's really going on here, guys, because the longer we stay and start watching this crypto stuff on this channel, you'll notice one thing, and that is the stuff that we're looking at actually ends up happening, guys. And it's because we're just so broad on our scope of how this is happening that it really is, you can't go wrong in it, guys, I feel like. I mean, I feel like some of these coins, I'm going to look into buying at a future date. All right. I'm not putting a time on it. I'm not saying we're going to build a portfolio until we can be functionable, but once I get functionable state, guys, just know that I'm going to be building out like the baddest fucking portfolio you've ever seen, guys. And when I mean, I'm talking about old school stuff, guys. I'm talking about bringing some of these things back old school style in this crypto game. At least old for me, guys. Because I'm feeling like I want to start having that way with crypto, guys, where I'm not so worried about the hype, right? I'm not too worried about the hype. I just want to start breaking down these coins and start getting some of these coins, guys. Verge is doing phenomenal, guys. We've seen Uniswap go up. We've seen a lot of increased action. We saw Digibyte go up. So let's pull up Digibyte. I know we get a lot of people that like me talking about Digibyte. And there's a reason why, guys. This community goes back for decades, I think, at this point. Not decades, but you know what I mean. Like it's an old project, guys. I mean, it's coming up on 10 years here. So you got people holding all the way from 1,000th of a penny, guys. Okay, so just realize that all the way up to 16 cents. I mean, guys, we have to see the bigger picture here of what's going on with this crypto stuff. If these altcoins start going, guys, I just want you to be aware that it's going to be something we haven't seen, that I haven't personally seen in crypto. And it kind of worries me a little bit, guys, because sometimes those kind of things that you don't see coming, those are the things that you end up like looking at and going, fuck, dude, I fucked up even worse. I messed up even worse by, thinking I could time the market or do these type things. So again, I mean, guys, these coins are not being held by a lot of people. All right. So just be aware that like when I say a lot of people, I'm saying like in the grand scheme of how big the world is, guys. All right. It's like a handful of people holding these coins, a lot of them, a lot. I would say like more than you think. So the thing is we have and guys, that small group of people is people like me. Okay. It's people like that we're talking about this stuff. So don't think this small group of people is really that small, because if you're in these groups of coins, you pretty much are the people that are in them. Okay. There's no giant populace that is looking into some of these coins that we're even discussing on the channel, guys, much less buying. All right. So, when we look at these coins, these coins are have the potential of doing something we don't think is possible. Okay. So this is kind of what I'm talking about. Things like Cardano did, things like Dogecoin did, things like fucking Ethereum did, things like ETC did. We start looking at these coins against Bitcoin, we start looking at them against Ethereum, and it gives us a much more clearer idea of like, okay, what the fuck is going on here, right? What is going on here on these graphs? Why am I looking at Ethereum prices and Bitcoin prices? Because we're not really worried about dollars. Digibyte Digibyte has done very good against dollars, as we've seen. Just if you accumulate it, just over time, like if you accumulate Digibyte over time, it's done pretty well against dollars a couple times, even here recently. But again, this wasn't an all-time high, guys, on Bitcoin or Ethereum in terms of Digibyte. But as you see, Digibyte was basically, one of the top gainers here, guys, honestly. So, 15, 18x on some of these. It's not small. It's not small gains, guys. It's actually, when you think of the size of gains we're talking about here, they're really magnified on the way out. I want you to see that a lot of these people, guys, you got to understand that they have no intention of selling their coins, okay? They don't have any intentions of selling their coins. They much rather hold their coins and just, have their coins and that be that, right? But that's not everybody, guys. A lot of these people are going to try to sell these coins, and that's going to be the moment they lose. That is going to be the moment they lose, guys, is when they sell. As you see, guys, I mean, it's not rocket science here. There's been a couple good times you could have sold Digibyte. There's been a couple good times you could have sold Digibyte. And there's some that are down here that we don't even see. There you go. There's more times to sell Digibyte. But in the crypto world, guys, I just want you to be clear that, like, some of this is, you sell some of these coins, you don't get these coins back, guys. I want you to understand. Like, obviously, guys, there's fucking 2 years. Great buy zone for Digibyte. There is, 2 years of downward action with Digibyte, and another incredible time to buy Digibyte. So it seems a little bit hard to rationalize, guys, why I would say, like, if you sell your coins, good luck getting back in on your coins. But it's really true, guys. And I can't stress it enough. I'm not basing this on my own experience. Just keep in mind, a lot of times when we do this stuff on the channel, it's because we've seen it in a broader crypto scope, okay? It's not the getting in and getting out you should be worried about, guys. It's the amount of coins you have, amount of coins you're trying to ongoingly accumulate. I'm not saying you can't make a trade. I'm not saying you can't make a trade, but why would you want to make a trade that you're never going to get back in on, guys? Do you understand? You're not going to be able to, if you can't help from selling, you can't help from buying. Okay, let's put it that way. You're in the same category. If you can't, or at least people that are watching this channel, or at least I am, we're thinking of this as, we sell our coins. Goodbye, buy forever for coins. You're not going to get those coins unless you start making a lot more money. Okay, I mean dollars. So rather than thinking about these coins as, these coins can make me a lot of dollars, Alan, what's good? Instead of thinking of these coins as these coins are making me a lot of money, think of these coins as if I sell these coins, I'm not going to be able to get this amount of coins for an indefinite amount of time unless I'm making a lot more dollars. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. So, you could try to time the market. I mean, obviously, there's been a good couple times here that you could have timed. And guys, I'm not against that. I'm not against people trying to time their market. But if the goal is to accumulate Bitcoin, if the goal is to accumulate Ethereum, or the goal is to accumulate dollars, or the goal is to accumulate Digibyte, we're really talking about a number of different things, guys. It's not just as easy to say as like, okay, let's come into Digibyte, let's come into Siacoin, let's ride it to the top and then sell at the top, but you're really not even selling at any position if Bitcoin's going up, and then if Ethereum's going up, even less of a chance. So realize what is going on here, guys. And again, I don't have all the answers for you on this because I don't know what everybody's individual goal is in crypto. My goal is to accumulate coins and spend coins ongoingly. So the goal is always to use crypto gain to move into real estate. So again, yeah, that's one of my moves, guys. But again, it's not a matter of timing the entire market. Don't think that you're gonna time the entire market and just come in and be fucking getting as many coins as you want. You got to think of the flip side of that. If that not going your way, like the coins keep going up and everything else goes down, and you try to make a move and crypto just keeps going up because we all thought crypto would funnel into we thought fiat dollars could come to an end anyways, and a lot of the funneling in will end up in crypto. So that's kind of what we're talking about. Basically, when you see this kind of stuff, guys, you might not be able to get back into the coins. So again, you can't look at past tense events as the end all be all to crypto. There's obviously been times to get in and get out, obviously. But you got to really think about that, guys, because when you think is out, is somebody else is in. And that person coming in, you just don't know. So you have to be aware that in the crypto world, if you're trying to be a crypto whale, you're not going to just simply come in and come out and everything be great. And I recommend, if you don't believe me, try that with part of your portfolio. Don't try it with all of it, because it's likely just not going to happen. You're not going to come in at the perfect time. You're not going to get out at the perfect time, guys. Nobody does. The people that do, guys, are creating both ends of the spectrum on the very top and the very bottom of the trade anyway. So even if you think you're coming in at that time, you're really not. You're really coming down in a generally good time or a generally overpriced time. I would say that you're never coming in at the very bottom and getting in at the very top, guys. And like I said, don't take my word for it. If you're confident in it, start pulling that trigger. Start shorting the market. Start playing with the volatility that's even more magnified. But like I said, if you're just sitting there, like me, hoping that this stuff is gonna go up, I'm be the first one to tell you, yes, guys, that's exactly what's gonna happen. So it's actually more of a simple thing rather than a very complicated, dragged out. Oh, how, what, when, or how. It's like it's happening right now. So if you think you can do that, by all means, guys. I probably will try to do that, like I said, with like some trading stuff. But again, guys, a lot of the times I am fucking wrong. Okay, like I can't be the end all be all to your crypto journey, guys. This has to be, at some point you're gonna have to realize that I'm just a guy on a computer screen telling you guys what I'm doing. But there's been multiple times, guys, and multiple missed opportunities that I've done that really have to be discussed. I mean, they've just been over the last few years, guys. There's been multiple ends where I could have got in and made tremendous amounts of dollars. But at the same time, guys, don't be so sure, guys. Don't be so sure that you're going to get every single one. Don't be so sure that you're going to be able to do that. And you might be able to, guys. I'm not discrediting the people that can. You know, there are people out there that do come in on the best times and exit at the best times, and they do that every fucking a couple times a year. You know, they do that a couple times a year, but really the likelihood of that happening is the other. It's not really you know, it's not so much that being the case. It's more the case of you losing all your money, and that's basically it. And fuck losing all your money, guys. You're losing all your coins. That's really the thing. Like you end up losing all the coins. Like again, guys, I'm not saying don't trade. I'm not saying like you can't use fucking stable coins to your benefit. I'm just telling you guys I've never done them because the experience I've had and the experience I will now try to have probably will end up in the same situation unless I try something different. So the coins that go up in price, they might not come down in price to where you think they are. Don't be so sure. Don't be so sure that just because this coin is, you know, trading down here for a while and trading down here for a while, that there'll be another time this coin comes down to trade down here. The new trades might be above this all-time high, and that might be the low. You have to think about it like that. You can't think of it as, oh, well, you know, this coin's gone up, it's done really well. Like, yes, that's the case. That's been the timeline of Digibyte thus far. But if we go back here and we look at it, you know, it's a totally different scenario. So again, you don't be so sure that 10x or any of that stuff is really, you know, don't think 1,000% gains on your money is as good as you think, because the missing out on you not being able to get your coins back might be you know, 10 times worse. I feel like, by the way, all my bags are moon. I would need to, yeah, I mean, by the time your bags moon, yeah, dollar, by the time you become a millionaire, like everybody around you will be a millionaire who's not fucking poor. So it's like, it's the same mindset. You guys can try to time it. All I'm saying is like, as we're going up right here, don't be so sure that some of these coins are going to be your all-time low best friend again, like they have been in the past, right? If everybody thought that about BTC, we might not be sitting here with this channel, guys. So just think about that. Like, don't be so sure that the coins aren't where the value is. Don't be so sure that those dollars are worth as much as you think, even if they're hyped, just based on past experience, based on past price graph. Just don't be so sure is all I'm saying. Don't be so quick to just say like, oh, well, you know, if it goes under 20 cents, I'll pile in again. Like, you might not. Like, you might get in at $2. You know, you might have to come back in at $2 if you wanna claim that that's what you're doing. And that applies to all coins, guys. Ethereum, I mean, Ethereum's crossing 3,000, already well over 3,000. BTC is already well over 53,000. So 54,000. I take it back. We just increased another 1,000. So my point is don't be so sure that your coins aren't. You know, if you think the coins are good, they probably are. You know, if you think that the coins you have are likely worth a lot more, we're about to find out. We're about to find out if that happens, guys, because we'd have to lose quite a bit of money on a lot of these coins for us to push us to all-time lows. And if that happens, guys, you know, think of it as like a fucking fire sale, basically. Think of it as like a one last scoop on some of these altcoins, because if we retract at this point, guys, and altcoin markets falter, as I mean drop like 20 to 40%, you have to best believe that that's not going to be a long-term sustainable thing. Okay, that is less sustainable than us talking about all-time highs and worrying about whether or not coins are overpriced. Okay, so just two ends of the spectrum there. Don't be so sure, and don't be so sure that the tops to these coins that you've seen might be far from future bottoms to these coins, guys. I mean, like, I don't think people are rationalizing in their head what is going on here. The dominance, guys, is not changing too much on BTC. A little bit up on Ethereum, I think, still, but you know, crossing big numbers here at $2 trillion. You know, not a massive amount of money when you think about how much could come in, but still, like, nonetheless, in the current present time, $2 trillion is quite large, guys. I mean, especially with half of that on BTC. the other 20% on Ethereum. So really, where is the altcoin market in all this? A lot less. That's only so guys. If we have these amounts in these two coins, I mean, we can roughly say like the rest is spread out between the these other 2 million coins, and that's only 30% of the market, right? That's only 30% of the market. So for these coins to gain a lot of money is not that hard. I mean, you start adding 3 or 4 billion to these coins, guys, you're getting 3 or 4x. Like you're getting, you're getting triple and quadruple the price around the board on a ton of different cryptocurrencies that really is increasing the market cap of the overall crypto market as much as you think, because it's not taking a lot of money to do that. That's what I'm saying. We only have to see a 30% of the market share of the overall crypto market share get injected with money, and basically that injection of money is going to be basically so much to push all these coins, because the market cap on a lot of these coins is so low. I mean, not even $1 billion, guys, on some of these. Not even $1 billion. So you start adding $2, $3, $4 billion, guys. You're adding a lot of altcoin hype action, as well as a lot of altcoin just overall price pumps. Overall altcoin season. I guess that's what people are calling it now. But again, we haven't seen that but on a few coins. But if you look at the timelines, we have seen an increase in price on a lot of coins, right? Hasn't been the biggest increases in coins, but overall, the altcoin market's improved, I would say. Overall, the altcoin market's improved. And also, guys, not only improved, we got to look at the altcoins here recently that have gone up a lot. We have to look at Uniswap. We have to look at Avalanche, the Graph, Solana. Some of these that have climbed literally 9, 10x in some cases from their all-time lows, unless they reach new all-time lows. But this being the case, guys, is crazy, because we're already seeing a 10x recovery on some of these coins. But look at where the overall crypto market is at 2 trillion, at Bitcoin at 54,000, at Ethereum over 3,000, at some of these opportunities that literally, guys, are so in your face at this point. Like, I don't know how to be any more clear on the channel. I don't know how to express to you guys enough that it's happening. It's not coming. Okay, it's literally happening right now. Especially, guys, if you look at how markets have improved, not only improved, but just the general sentiment on cryptos became a lot better, right? Here recently, in like, I don't know, the last, I would say 6 months, guys, it seems like, right? I didn't get to see your comment, Mr. Fool, so I'm going to come back in and finally go into the chat here. Alan, what's good, my guy? Mr. Fool. Seems like the only proof of work, proof of work coin is BTC. Yeah, it's the only one pumping right now, though, right? We got to be fair here. It's the only one pumping right now. It's not the only one pumping, because we've seen, if we look at Verge, guys, Verge went up back when Ethereum Verge went up back when Bitcoin Cash went up last July. So if we see that, Verge is looking very similar to Bitcoin Cash in terms of where the price pumps were. So, we'll go down that. We'll play into that for a minute, guys, and see if I'm right on that. But we haven't seen a lot of price pump on a lot of these coins in a while. But look, back in June of 2023, Verge went up fucking 8x. So, not 8x, probably like 5x, all right, 6x, something like that, 600%. So in the course of just a few days, all right, went from 0.0015 all the way up to 0.008. So it went up like 400 or 500%, I think, at that point. So that is huge, guys, and it's going up again right now. So I would bet, guys, I would put a bet on here. I'll put a short-term bet here with anybody in the channel, not betting against you, just betting on what I say here. I would say Bitcoin Cash would be likely to go up here soon. And I know that's not on anything other than this, this little thing we found with Verge, but that is kind of what I think, guys. Is that what I'm believing into is like these coins. A lot of the gains on some of these coins, guys, are already priced in based on where the current crypto market is at. So it's almost like it's a built-in 4 to 8x before we even get going here. All right, that is the initial climb that everybody misses, right? That's the initial price action that everybody gets in after. Because to double from those prices, that takes a lot of people to come in. But we've been climbing here, to be fair, guys. Like if you're on Solana, you're up 900% plus. You're up 1,000%. If you're on Avalanche, you're up a couple 100%. VeChain, the graph. So obviously, we hear about these after they go up, but we're also mindful of what the cryptocurrency market really at the true root core is. And we also see the missed opportunities that are not covered in a lot of the news, guys. I mean, you're not going to hear people coming on here telling you about fucking the Dogecoin fork, Dogecoin Dark, aka Verge crypto. You're not hearing people talk about this stuff. So if you don't hear people talking about it, but we still see price increase, we still see mineable coins, we still see community followings. You can almost price it in, guys, that there's room for a lot of these altcoins to run. That's what I'm saying. There's room past 2, 3, 4, 5, 6x. There's room into the 20x range of a lot of these coins, and I really do think that. BSV, BSV is gonna go up big time. Dat wins in the house. So BSV, guys, is BSV in my I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you guys right here. I think BSV has the potential to price pump higher than any coin. And guys, you know what that's based on? The fact that it's only on a certain amount of exchanges. And a lot of those exchanges are in Korea, guys, South Korea. And once the gambling starts, guys, and once it gets going, we start seeing price pumps you can't even believe. I'm not talking $750 BSV, guys. I'm talking $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 BSV. I mean, to ridiculous. I'm not saying they're going to stay up there. I'm not saying Bitcoin SV is not going to climb to $10,000 and then drop within a few days after it climbing there. I'm just saying that don't be so sure these coins can't go to higher highs than you think. Don't think that, Bitcoin SV rallying to $500, $600, $700 is really as interesting as you think could play out. Don't be so sure, guys. And if you are that sure, you're short in the market when that's happening. So again, I'm not saying you don't know what you're talking about, guys. I'm just saying I don't. Guys, on the channel. Don't be so sure, right? Don't be so sure that the coins could go higher than we all think, guys. I mean, honestly, I know that sounds crazy, but the altcoin market is highly undervalued, guys. We'll wrap it up there. I think that's fair. The altcoin market is severely undervalued, and 30% of the market share, guys, is nothing. Okay, that is spread out through so many altcoins. Like, good fucking luck picking the best ones. Like if that. But there's also a good chance to pick the best ones, right? That's also the thing here. Is there's a good chance if you think about it and if you really actually give it some thought on where these coins are, what these coins are doing, there might be, opportunities in some of these coins, right? Because the market caps are so low, as the money comes in, it presents a better opportunity than maybe some of the other stuff, right? Up till this point, not really, guys. No, no, not really. But we can think that direction might change at some point, guys. That's the kind of the thing here. All right, guys, we will wrap it up and we will come into the next stream at some point. But, you guys take care today. Like I said, look into some of the coins that we've been talking about on the channel. If you haven't, we're going to be making some videos when I can figure out what is going on, guys, because I mean, it's hard to chase every coin this fast, right? All right, guys, we'll catch you later. Take care.